El Clasico, FC Barcelona vs Real Madrid, match preview. FC Barcelona face the toughest test of their season so far tomorrow, as they prepare to welcome eternal rivals Real Madrid to the Camp Nou for the first Clasico of the season. After 9 matches, the Blaugrana sit atop of La Liga having amassed 25 points out of a possible 27. That's 3 more points than Carlo Ancelotti's superstar squad have mustered, and with a win tomorrow, Barca would extend their lead over Los Blancos to a staggering 6 points. However, any slip-up would not only serve to boost the morale of the visiting Merengues, but it could also open the door for second-place Atletico Madrid, who surprisingly wasted their chance to go top of La Liga last weekend. Traveling to Catalonia on Saturday evening, Diego Simeone's side knew that a win would see them leapfrog the Blaugrana, only for Barca's city rivals Espanyol to shock Los Colchoneros with a 1-0 win. Will we see similar drama in the Catalan capital tomorrow? Team news. Barcelona. Gerardo Martino has been sweating this week on the fitness of key centre-back Gerard Piqué, who picked up a minor muscle injury in the club's UEFA Champions League draw with AC Milan at the San Siro. While some Gules rejoiced at the news, Piqué has made a full recovery and is expected to retain his place in the starting XI, and crucially so. The elegant Catalan defender provides a natural balance to the defense, particularly when paired with club captain Carles Puyol, who made his triumphant return from injury last weekend with a composed performance against Osasuna. Even after 7 months on the sidelines, Puyol didn't put a single foot wrong over the course of the 90 minutes, playing himself into contention for a starting berth tomorrow. His focus, steely determination and experience will markedly improve the team, hopefully enabling Barcelona to cut down on some of the errors that have cost them their spoils in recent Clásicos. Provided that they start in the center of defense, Puyol and Piqué are expected to be joined in the back line by the bulk of Barca's Brazilian contingent. Of course I'm talking about Dani Alves and Adriano Correa. Both proven match winners in their own right, Alves and Adriano will be tasked with the unenviable job of stopping Cristiano Ronaldo and Angel Di Maria, Real Madrid's best performers under Carlo Ancelotti. And if by chance one of them doesn't start, the Brazilians will be forced to contend with the world's most expensive player, Gareth Bale, instead. As if defending their flank wasn't hard enough, both Alves and Adriano will also be expected to contribute to the Barcelona attack, providing width and penetration against what could be a deep defensive line. And that's why Sergio Busquets is such a crucial player in this Barcelona team. It was a key feature of Pep Guardiola's all-conquering side, and it was evident once again in last weekend's draw with Osasuna. Sergio Busquets often dropped back into defense to form a 3-man back line, liberating the 2 full-backs who could then push forward without fear of repercussions. That's not to say that Real Madrid will be as passive as Osasuna, but you surely get the picture. It's a bold move from a tactical point of view. Isolating the 2 central defenders up against a speedy Real attack is far from ideal, but offensively, those extra attackers and perhaps more pertinently, that movement could prove pivotal at the other end. I mean, who wouldn't fancy Barcelona's chance on the overlap with Neymar and Adriano doubling up against Alvaro Arbeloa? On the other hand, Busquets' defensive responsibilities heaps more pressure on the shoulders of veteran midfielder Xavi Hernandez, who will be forced to take a more central role in proceedings if Busquets does drop a little deeper. In years gone by, Xavi was the maestro. He was the creator, the prototype against Real Madrid. Home or away, it didn't matter. Xavi could thread a path through the eye of the needle, and onlookers have noted that the frequency with which Xavi threads those passes through the eye of a needle is decreasing. Father Time, they say, has finally caught up with Barca's midfield metronome. However, the very same people fail to acknowledge that the eye of that needle is getting smaller and smaller with each passing season, and perhaps that's the real reason behind Xavi's decline. Given the time and space that he was afforded in the glory years, Xavi continues to excel, and if Carlo Ancelotti approaches tomorrow's match with a more open game plan, Xavi and FC Barcelona could reap the rewards. Andres Iniesta and Cesc Fabregas will battle it out for the remaining midfield spot, which perhaps demonstrates that it's Iniesta, not Xavi, who has seen his form dip in recent weeks. A little over a year ago, Iniesta was the newly crowned best player in Europe, and now his place in Martino's ideal XI could be under credible threat. On reputation alone, Iniesta should start tomorrow, but if Martino is feeling particularly bold, it'd be tough to rule out a start for Fabregas.